Hello everyone and welcome to another reading. Today we'll find out exactly how your intuition and your spiritual gifts manifest, what they look like. We tend to ask those questions at the beginning of our journey, but also even years later we can still be asking ourselves, am I making this up? Am I really intuitive, or is this just wishful thinking? Was this a sign or just a random bird? So yeah, when you're ready, go ahead and pick your pile. If it's hard to use your intuition today, choose the one you like the most, the prettiest, the one that catches your attention. Sometimes being attracted to something is the sign. So for you to choose today, we have here pile number 1, a shell. Pile number 2, a star. It's an incense holder. And pile number 3, an origami dragon that a dear friend of mine made for me. And yeah, go ahead, pick your pile, and I'll see you soon in. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we're going to use a mix of oracle and tarot cards to have a look at what are your intuitive gifts, how your intuition actually speaks to you, what your gifts look like in practice, in real life, and then we will be looking at what you can do to strengthen and trust what you receive, what your intuition is trying to tell you right now, and finally a message from your spiritual gifts. All right, let me drink a little bit of tea. And we're gonna start. Here with those 3 tea leaf cards, we are looking at whatever information we can get from your intuition and your spiritual gifts. What they look like, how they manifest in practice. Let's see. I have camel, dolphin, and purse. I don't know if it's a bit too bright in here. I think I don't like this light the way it is. But for now, let's leave it here. I'm going to show you up close. Okay, first thing that came to mind, a way your intuition talks to you, and it's funny because I made a joke in the beginning about birds, but it is the case for many people, and I would bet it's for you too, that you see signs in the form of animals. So you will ask the universe, please give me a sign in the shape of a dolphin or a camel or a bird or a ladybug. And you will then see those animals in your life. Not always the animal itself, but a representation, like here, like a picture, a card, someone talking about it, a mention of it in a movie. So this is a language that you and your intuition share. Let me see. What else can we know from here? I'm seeing things like your intuition will come. Okay, I see the message. I see. You probably have an inkling of something, that something's gonna happen, that this is what I should do, that, like, your intuition whispers, but at first it's not very loud. You can have this feeling for a long time before you are sure that this is what your intuition is trying to communicate. So for example, I know for a long time that something's about to change in my life, but I don't know exactly what. And then you go sometimes months thinking, I have this feeling, but I cannot pinpoint exactly what is going to happen, and sometimes you cannot even know what the feeling is about. Like, you have a feeling, but you don't know that it means that something's about to change. You just know something's just there. I'm thinking about that because with the camel is, you know, it's not the fastest. But the thing is, when you do notice, when you finally, not notice, but when you finally get more clarity, things speed up very fast. So it's like something's brewing on the back of your mind, and then when you realize it, then it goes, oh, I think something's about to change, and then it's like changing the next couple of days, because the dolphin is then much faster than the camel. I also thought about the intuition might speak to you in ways that is not necessarily material. For example, yes, that's actually an interesting example, because I said sometimes you see the animal but a representation of the animal. And then I was thinking with purse how money is not, especially in the days we're living now, more and more we are not actually carrying coins or, you know, bills. We just have numbers on the screen. It's not very material, you know. So yeah, so is the image of a dolphin. It's not really the dolphin, it's a representation. So for you, your intuition can communicate with you through metaphors, through symbolism, through, you know, things that are not in the physical realm per se. Okay. Anything else that needs to come here? Oh, okay. Okay, I thought of the color yellow. So, I see. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of something I didn't think about, but it turned out that I got those crystals here, and when I was laying them down, I realized, oh, they kind of look like a chakra system. And when I was looking now, I was seeing all the yellow in your cards, and I thought, oh, that yellow can be relevant. And then the color yellow can be relevant, but also your solar plexus chakra. So you might feel your intuition on your gut, you know, I have just heard on the pit of your stomach, very specifically. So if you, for example, if you want to do something, but you're kind of uncertain, you're kind of afraid of doing, you might feel a stomach ache or stomach pain, and that's a sign of your intuition that, wait, maybe let's pause and not necessarily not do the thing, depending on what it is. Just take some time to regulate your emotion, to regulate your feelings before you do it. Yeah, I think this group is the group of the symbolism, of the feeling that is not necessarily something you can touch. For example, someone else could have a symbol that, oh, they find a feather on their way, and a feather is different than seeing the image of a bird. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see. Let's see now how you can strengthen your intuition here. How you can strengthen your intuition. Just a second, let me take another sip. 6 of coins. I see. 6 of coins. I see. You need to feed your intuition. You need to work on it. Some people, they have the capability of, the intuition just can't come to them, sometimes even too much. I can be one of those sometimes, where I'm too much into my spiritual self that I sometimes even hear people's thoughts from very long distance, and I'm like, why am I thinking that? And then the next day I will see it on the news that someone was going through exactly that situation. I'm like, well, that was not pleasant and not useful at all for me to know. But for some people, they need to practice their intuition in order to have their channels open. What does that mean? You might need to meditate. You might need to set aside some time to connect with your intuition. As you see here, like this, I think it's a gargoyle, I'm not sure, is feeding those coins into this little plant in order for you to grow. So you might require certain practices. I think that a lot of you already do that, but if you don't, try. I would also say that music can help you connect with your intuition more, which makes sense because music is not something you can touch, as we talked before. Your gifts come more from representation than the actual thing. So you might listen to a song and the lyrics speak to you and you're like, oh, I feel like this is my intuition talking to me. You might also want to, if you play an instrument or have any other creative hobbies, that could be a way to connect more and more with your intuition. And let me think. Yeah, it's like your gift is about, oh, that's actually quite impressive, I find, because your gift is about getting messages from things that are very, they're not very clearly a sign per se, but you will know when it is a sign for you. As I said, you're listening to a song, millions of people might be listening to that same song and don't get any messages from it, but you will find a message in there. Perhaps that's something you've practiced and you are still practicing for, years, where you are connected. I heard like an instrument. You're tuned into those signs. You are able to see beyond the literal, beyond the material and conventional meanings of things. Okay, let's see what your intuition is trying to tell you right now. And you have the Hanged Man. That's interesting. Let's see. Okay, first thing that I heard was acrobatics. Right now, your intuition is trying to tell you that whatever it is... Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I just got a channeled message. Just a second, can you please tell me again? Okay. Remember we talked about how sometimes the intuition is whispering in your ear for a long time before you realize it, and then once you do, you can see the deeper meaning, and that most people wouldn't even be able to see. Your intuition right now is trying to tell you this. There is something you are trying to receive a sign for, or receive a message about, or just, there's a situation that you want to have the advice of your own intuition, of your own inner self, higher self, and okay, hold on, one thing at a time. Your intuition is trying to tell me that also, remember we talked about you need to make time, you need to make space in order for this background noise become a relevant message for you. That's what you need to do now. Whatever it is that your intuition wants to communicate with you, they're not going to tell me. I think we're going to see if there is a message here at the end, but I think they're... okay, I understand. Okay. Wait. Your intuition is telling me that it's part of your journey to practice the act of listening to your intuition. So just as an acrobat, you need to have daily practices, or I don't know if it's daily, but consistent enough practice in able to connect with your spiritual gifts and hear your intuition. And what they're telling me right now is take some time, maybe move your body if it works for you, if that's something that makes you feel calmer and in an open state. Yeah, that's what they are trying to tell you right now. Just make space, take time to hear, because you know for sure, if this is your pie, you will know for sure that there is something that your intuition is trying to tell you. There's something that you see it's coming or ending, like you can tell that something is there, but you are not able right now to decipher exactly the message, and they just saw 1414. So yeah, make space for the message come through. Here we'll see if there's anything we can know about that message. And we have the 4. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm so sorry, prior number 1, but it's with you. We have the 4 of Cups, and I don't know if you can see it here, but this person, this mermaid, she's looking into the water, and oh, that's very interesting, because you see, from our perspective, we can see her reflection here, but when she's looking at the lake or pond, I don't know what that is, she's touching it and there's a ripple. So from her perspective, she probably cannot see her own reflection that clearly. And also I want to say fairies, I think those are fairies holding the cups. They are behind her. So I just saw an image like this. You're watching this video. The video is the pond or whatever it is that you're trying to do in order to receive a message from your intuition. You're paying attention here. Well, the message is coming from a different side. It's coming from your own higher self, your own intuition talking to you. So stop focusing on finding the message through somewhere else, and start making space and time so you can receive the download, receive the information, receive the sign from your own higher self. I think that's it. Alright, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for being here and letting me read for you. I would like to ask you kindly, if you can, to tell me if you prefer readings that are shorter, like this one, or if you like me to go more in depth as I film for the future. Personally, I like longer, more in-depth readings, but I'm trying to test out what works best in this YouTube format, since I'm quite new to this, and I would appreciate so much if you would help me. Yes, I hope you a very lovely time until I see you next. I wish you a very lovely time before I see you next. And yeah, see you again soon. Bye bye. Hello, my pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Today we're gonna use a mix of oracle cards with the tea leaves here and tarot cards. First, with the tea leaves, we will try to learn everything that we can about your intuitive gifts and how your intuition works, and then we will look at how we can strengthen them and trust what you receive and what your intuition is trying to tell you right now. And finally, we will try to get a message from your spiritual gifts. All right? Let me just take a sip of tea and prepare. And now let's go. I'm going to put those to the side for now. And let's see here. You have Stork, June, and Lighthearted Carefree Time. Oh, I wanted to tell you something, and I just saw 111 because that's nice. I saw 111, and then I saw 114 on the screen here, and then I looked over there to my clock, and it was 4 o'clock. And that's really interesting because when I was shuffling your pile, the only card that came facing my way was this one with June. And then I thought, June, that's just a month. What does it mean? And then I thought, no, it's angels. We need to talk about angels. And then now it's a 401 and 144 here. Wow. And those are numbers 14, 144, 1414, you know, mixes of 1 and 4. For me, they mean angelic energy very much. Every time I'm connecting with the angelic realm, I will see that mix of numbers. Now I will say just real quickly here, we're not gonna get too much into it. There are different ways you can think of angels. They don't always necessarily mean a being that has wings and live in heaven, but it's just the type of energy. And the type of energy I get from angels is light-hearted, carefree. It's also with the month of June here, it's the beginning of summer. It's a time where, you know, as a kid you had time off from school, you had vacations, you know, there's just a more light-hearted feeling around the month of June. I heard like fun. So okay, let's start. Oh, I also heard like childlike energy, and that's how your intuition talks to you, and that's how you can connect more with it, I think. When you are playing, when you are having fun, when you can that's quite a straightforward message here. When you are playing, when you're having fun, when you are in a baby's mindset, in a child's mindset. What do I mean by that is, it's not that you cannot hear your intuition. Sorry, when you're going through a hard time, you can, but the signs your intuition sends you will not be a heavy message. It will not be, you know, your intuition is talking to you when the voice or the way you feel is lighthearted. Let me find a better way to explain. So you ask your intuition, should I take this new job? And you're feeling very scared, and you're like, I'm not so sure. And then you see a video about career, and while you're listening to that video, you're filled with anxiety, and you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about that. And I just saw 441. That is not the video that has an answer for you, for example. But if you are asking the same question, and then you start watching a YouTube video, a tarot pick a card video about it, and you feel good. Sometimes it's even, you know, the answer is not the one you wanted to hear, but in your heart it feels light. It feels okay. That makes perfect sense. I think that's it. I feel like this is talking to me, and I feel okay. Then that's your intuition. In any other senses, whenever you're asking yourself, is this my intuition, or am I just afraid? Is this my intuition, or is just wishful thinking? It is your intuition if the feeling that comes with it is easy. I heard like it's easy breezy. Now let's see about your spiritual gifts. One thing, you might be able to channel very easily. It's funny because we talked about, is it a bird or is it a sign? And during Pile Number 1's reading, I mentioned finding a feather, and you have, you know, a stork here and the angel with the wings. So I would say a feather is a sign for you. But wait, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's think about your spiritual gifts. I think you're quite able to channel. So I don't know why I got that. Oh, okay, maybe because of the feather. Maybe automatic writing or just journaling might be a way that you get messages from spirit. Let's see. I don't know why either, but I thought you might be able to have, oh, how is it called? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember the name, but it's not clairvoyance, clairgustancy, maybe well, you might be able to smell things. For example, if you are thinking of a situation that you are not so sure if you should trust that person or not, you might feel a bad smell when you're thinking about it, and that's your sign that no, that's not good for me. And the opposite too, when I think bad smells, whenever you feel bad smells, that's a no for you. And good smells, random good smells, that's a yes. And what else do I see here? Okay, that's interesting. Another spiritual gift that you have that I think it's not that it's not common, is that some people don't realize that this is a spiritual gift, is that you are able to create beautiful things. We have this story here. It talks about birth of a baby or whatever, which means creation, and we have all these beautiful flowers and this beautiful jug with the flowers here. So you are able to create beautiful things. This is a gift. This is a way through, wait, sorry, I got a lot of messages again. This is a way your guides and this angelic energy you can connect with, and your own higher self, your own person, even your own 3D self, that you can share messages of comfort with others. That's how I see it like this. This is, well, let's use your star. This is you, right? And you are able of channeling. So you get messages from spirit, from angels, from your own higher self, or even from your 3D selves that you want to share. You want to bring something to this world. And the best way to get from here and the output being here is doing it beautifully, I heard. So it might be creating art that's beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, or for example, even if the way you do that is through, for example, working as a doctor, and you can connect with other people and offer your gifts to other people, your healing gifts to other people, you can still do it in a beautiful way. And beautiful, not just aesthetically pleasing. And I just saw like a doctor wearing a beautiful lab coat. I forgot how it's called, so I just call lab coat. But also by making others smile, by bringing some flowers into your workspace. Yeah, anyway, let's have a look at your tarot cards. And we have here what your intuition is, how to strengthen your intuition. And you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, are you really good at manifesting? Pile number 2. No, well, maybe manifesting too. I heard channeling and creating beautiful things again with the butterflies and the swans. I see like this is your crown chakra. You might have a very open crown chakra, and the messages come through you, and you bring it out in a beautiful, beautiful way. So whatever you do, even if you don't think of yourself as a creative person, you are to start with, but maybe practice that more and more. Even if you think, oh, but yeah, I do create, but it's not very beautiful, it could be better. It's okay, maybe you can improve. I do believe that in a way, everything that we create is beautiful, but in a way, it can also always be improved. But don't let the need to improve stop you from creating, because that's a way you can strengthen your intuition and trust the messages that you get. Again, if you get a message, if you get a feeling of it's hard, it's ugly, it's messy, that's not your intuition talking. Your intuition talks to you through beautiful, calming, relaxing ways. Okay? What is your intuition trying to tell you right now? And we have the 6 of Swords. Hmm. Oh, also, oh, pile number 2. I almost forgot. Look, the amount of birds you have here, the amount of beautiful wings you have here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 cards have birds on them. That's definitely a sign from you guys. Birds or wings in general. Yeah, with the 6 of Swords, what is your intuition trying to tell you? First of all, I think they're sending you signs and trying to reach you through your dreams. So perhaps start annotating your dreams, writing down your dreams. Yeah, I think there's a lot of you who need to pay attention to your dreams here. And what else? I also heard it like this. Don't let criticism stop you. Even if the criticism comes from your own self. I just heard it like this. Shut up. Kindly, respectfully, shut up. I don't want to hear that now. I don't need that right now. Yeah, I think you are ready to rise above a situation, and the pieces that are missing for you to rise above it is something you need to learn from your dreams and not listening to criticism. Let's see. Finally, a message from your spiritual gifts. They've been waiting to deliver that to you. Oh, wow. First of all, more wings. Let me just have a look here. No, because I thought, does every card on this deck have wings on them? And no, not really. Those were pile number 1s, and you don't see a lot of wings in here. So yeah, that's a sign for you. My heart started beating really fast right now. I don't know why. I got an excitement. I don't know. You have the sun. What did I tell you about children's energy? About carefree energy. That's it. That's the sun. The sun is the card of childlike energy and happiness and lighthearted, carefree time. And also of creativity. Yes, pile number 2. I think your spirit gifts are trying to tell you, embrace. I heard it like embrace your weirdness, embrace your childishness. Of course, everything in equilibrium, but I heard like this. You need to be a little bit more silly. Just embrace silliness. Watch the cartoons. Go frolicking on the fields. Go. Painting with your fingers. And I saw 1444. Yeah, I think I would like very much, but I don't have it right now. I would like to get you some angel messages, but unfortunately I do not have my decks. But have a look at what I specifically, there is an angel or archangel that has this specific energy, and the one that came to my mind was Archangel Gabriel, but I'm not quite sure if it's him. And I saw 4:14 on the clock, so maybe it is Archangel Gabriel, because Gabriel's energy can be different from person to person, from time to time, even. But have a look, even if you don't believe in angels that way, like they embody certain characteristics, just have a look at what are the characteristics that people say about them, because it could be helpful for you. All right, pile number 2. Thank you very much for being here, for letting me read for you. If you could tell me if you prefer longer or shorter readings, I would appreciate that a lot. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we're gonna use a combination of tea leaf cards, oracle cards, and tarot cards. And firstly, we will use the tea leaves to tell us everything we can learn about your intuitive gifts and about your intuition, how your intuition actually speaks to you, what your spiritual gifts look like in practice, and any other information we can get from here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. Because right now, while I was preparing to film your pile, and I was putting the dragon away, and I thought, oh, that's a very fiery pile. I felt a very fiery energy. And look, you have candle. You will be shown the way. Yeah, that's something about fire here. And then you have dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And 4-leaf clove, great good fortune. First of all, 4-leaf clovers or clovers in general could be a way your intuition communicates with you. Could be signs you see, and it could be a sign you see often. And yeah, you receive a lot of information, and it is one of your gifts is receiving information through pleasure. Wait, there's something knocking on the back of my head, but I'm not being able to read it. What's going on? Okay. I see. That's might happen to you guys too, that you want to connect with your intuition. You want to, I heard like you might even sit down and meditate and think, oh, that's how other people connect with their intuition. That's how they receive messages. So I'm going to do the same. No. That's not for you. You need to move your body. I heard like go work out, go for a run, go, do pleasurable things with your body, whatever that looks like for you. And that's how your intuition will talk to you. That's how you will receive the messages you need to receive. Through motion, through, I heard it like this, anything that makes your blood rush, anything that makes you feel the heat. Yes. Another spiritual gift you might have is being able to read candles. So looking at a flame or studying the smoke after burning a flame, you could also be able to do some divination through that. I heard. I see you gazing at a flame. That could be interesting for you, which depending on the flame, if you're close enough, it would warm you up. Yeah, if you're in front of a bonfire or something like that, a hearth. Yeah, fire. Let me think. In general, you might be good with divination. Yeah. It's like this. You can see the future, but of course we cannot know all the future, otherwise what's the fun in that? But it's like this. Just like it's hard to get a 4-leaf clover, it's also not that common for people to be able to divine what's happening, to know exactly what to expect. But you can, but not all the time. And I feel for you if that's the case, because if you one day you were able to know exactly what's happening in a couple of months, and then that happens, and then again you have this feeling, oh, I know that I'm gonna get promoted, and you're like, I know it, and then you don't get promoted, and you're like, oh wait, so the last time was my intuition working okay, or it was a fluke? And that's the thing with candle, with fire energy. It's kind of volatile. Fire is very useful for us, but if we don't manage it correctly, it will burn us out. So it's the same with your intuition, with your clairvoyance. I even heard like clairvoyance. You guys might have specifically clairvoyant gifts. Not just clairvoyant, also clairception, like when you just know that something's gonna happen. It's not necessarily that you see, but you know that it's gonna happen. Clairsentient, I think, clairsentience. You might be able to do that, but those are sensitive gifts, meaning that it can very easily be mistaken by, like wishful thinking can be mistaken by clairsentience, for example, or really wanting something and, you know, visualizing it, manifesting it, can also be confused by clairvoyance, for example. So yeah, this group got a little bit less messages here. So we have you connect with your intuition through pleasure. You are likely clairvoyant and clairsentient. You can know what's coming, you can see what's coming, you can feel what's coming. But it is a gift that is not always very precise. Staring at flames could help you see more clearly into the future. And yeah, those are the messages we have here. Because there is this fire energy of like next, let's go. The message needs to come, and enough is enough. She got it, or they got it. And then we have, because this is what's important here. You need instruction to be able to hone your skills a little bit more. Yes. Let's see how to strengthen and trust what you receive. And you have the star. That's nice. Let me think about it. Well, one way we already talked about it, that is doing things that brings you into your body, that warms you up, that lights you up. Yeah, that's it. Things that light you up. Things that makes, I heard passion. Things that makes you feel passionate about them. That's how you strengthen your intuition. But I have a personal question here. Passion sometimes can also lead us to wishful thinking and interpreting things that are not really a sign, but as if they were. So let me think. I see. I know. I understand. Because that's the thing with flames. When you have this feeling like, oh, this would definitely gonna happen, I feel really passionate about it. First, you need to go through the wheel of emotions. So it's likely that you will think that way. Oh, I want to start a new career, and I feel that my intuition it's giving this energy here, tiger's eye energy, sacral chakra energy. It's like, oh, I'm very passionate about it. I know that I need to start a new career. I'm gonna start moving right now. I'm gonna quit, and then I'm gonna do this and that. First, wait a little bit, wait a while, wait a cycle until you go through, oh, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna make it happen, to wait, is this really my intuition? To, oh no, maybe it's not. Oh no, it's not gonna happen. Why am I wishing for that? And you go from very excited to almost sure that it's not gonna happen anymore. And then you can see clearly. For me, this feels a lot like manifested generators in human design. Maybe you want to look into that, see if it's your case, that you're a manifested generator. Actually, it's not the manifest generator, it's all, I think, sacral powered. Anyway, but yes, you need to feel all of your emotions, you need to feel all the cycle, and not just trust the first inkling, the first spark, because you also have a very big imagination here. So it could be a creation of your imagination, or it could be really your intuitive gifts talking to you. The way to make sure is go through the whole spectrum of emotions about it, and then you will finally have clarity, and things will be a little bit more stable. It's not like this anymore, going up and down and up and down, up and down. So yeah, that's it with the star here. That's how you trust it. I think that's information that you needed to have, because I was feeling that this is the one card that is important for your reading. And I just saw 10, 11. It's like this, everything you needed to hear is here. But let's look at the rest of your cards anyway. What is your intuition trying to tell you right now? And you have the Queen of, I want to say the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Your intuition is trying to tell you to cool your mind. It's a great thing that you have all of this passion, but sorry, that's why there was that message of move your body, use that energy, use all of the energy, so you can not empty your passion, not empty your energy, but stabilize it enough. I think that's what your intuition is trying to tell you right now. Think clearly. You have very powerful emotions, and that's so 1111. You have very powerful emotions, but just like the Queen of Swords, you need to be able to see things with clarity, to see things the way they actually are. For example, you have this intuition, this inkling that you need to change jobs, you need to quit your job, and then you're like, oh, my intuition is telling me to quit my job, I'm just gonna go and do it tomorrow. And then you quit your job, but you didn't prepare for it, and now you don't have money to pay rent, no prospections for a new job anytime soon. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to have a perfect plan before quitting their job. It's not what I'm saying. It's different from person to person, but in your case specifically, this is giving Aries energy. It's just like, think a little bit, plan a little bit before you take action, so the action can be sustained afterwards. Okay? I heard a very explicit, oh my god, it's hard to speak. I just heard a very specific message of someone who has a crush on someone else, and they're like, oh, I really like this person, I'm gonna go and make a move. Think about it before you text them. Just make sure that they are available. Just make sure that your crush is not just a thing of the moment. Just think about what you're gonna say. Yeah, I don't know why this message came here, but here it is. Finally, let's see if we have a last message from your intuition. And we have the Seven of Swords. Oh yeah. Oh, I felt very light-headed right now. Oh, okay, I see. A message your spiritual gifts have been trying to deliver to you is, and it's interesting because I used the same word before, be careful not to deplete yourself. Be careful not to burn yourself out. Be careful, and I just forgot the specific word I wanted to use. Okay, maybe that was not relevant here. But just be careful, so acting before you go through this roller coaster of emotions, so that it doesn't bite you back, Yeah, I also saw it like this. Yes, sometimes you can see the future, but before you can get to that specific future, things need to happen. There is a chain of events that needs to happen before you reach that future. And if you take action too soon, you will delay the future or even change it. So be careful and a little bit, I heard like organized. Make sure, I heard it like this. Okay, you have an intuition, you've seen something during your divination practice. Write it down and give it some time. At least sleep on it and come back to it later, because you receive the message, you receive the end goal, but not the map to get there. and you need to give your human brain some time to come up with a plan, to draw a map in order to take you where your vision is showing you. Yeah, I think that's it by number 3. This reading, I feel very lightheaded. I have a little bit of a headache, and that's interesting because we talked about moving your body. I think the way your gifts work is kind of taxing on your body, so you need to make sure that it's like you feel a lot, you have a lot of energy going through your body, and you need to have ways to let it out through movement, through pleasure, through whatever works best for you, so it's not all in your body stuck and could make you sick even, okay? So yeah, that's what I have for you, my pile number 3. I would kindly ask me to let me know if you prefer longer readings than that, so I can prepare for the future. And thank you so much for the immense pleasure of letting me read this for you, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye!